नमस्कार, जय श्री कृष्णा। श्रीमान चंद्रचूड़ जी, चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया। सोशल मीडिया पर आपका एक वीडियो देख रहा था, तो उसमें आपने बताया कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ इंडिया के मोस्टली जजेस हैव टू वर्क 7 days a वीक। हर एक संडे को जजेस मंडे के लिए काफ़ी स्टडी करते हैं, पढ़ाई करते हैं। आपने ये भी बताया कि अमेरिका में सुप्रीम कोर्ट का 3 months हॉलीडे होता है। आई थिंक सम 81 days in a year only the Supreme Court of US works. Similarly, you have spoken about Australia, England and some many other countries that how little the Supreme Courts in other countries work. सर, मेरा आपसे एक क्वेश्चन है। What is the percentage of pending cases in the Supreme Courts? What is the average age of a case in the Supreme Court? What is the average disposal time of a case in the Supreme Courts vis-a-vis India? किसी को कोई तकलीफ नहीं है as long as there are no pending cases in the courts. We have no issue whether you work for 3 days a week or whether you work for 7 months, 8 months, 9 months in a year. But the whole judicial system has become bankrupt. There is no justice to the common man. I hear your views on social media many times and I really get impressed with your views, but I don't see them happening, anything happening in the courts. Sir, I am not sure how much you are aware of. Today, the Supreme Court is all the time busy either hearing the constitutional cases. All your judges, they leave everything else and go and sit in the constitutional bench. Or you are busy hearing the PIL enforced upon Supreme Court by the powerful lawyers lobby under the influence of various NGOs and activists. Or you are busy in giving bail, hearing the bail cases of corrupt politicians. There is no hearing for a common man. There is absolutely no hearing. You know, I don't know whether you are aware. Everybody says that if you want yourself to be heard in Supreme Court, you need a face. And where will the common man bring a face who charges 20 to 25 lakh rupees per hearing in your court? Just impossible. Today, the Supreme Court has become a caged parrot of few very influential lawyers. Sir, why I am so much anguished today? I'll tell you. There is a case of Homebuyers pending in your court for last more than 3 years. There is a 480 homebuyers who are suffering for last 10 years because of a fraud and attack by powerful builder. The matter went under IBC. When the matter was about to be resolved, the project is 90% complete. People have paid 90% of the money. All these home buyers are lower middle class people. It's a low cost project. They have taken loans from the bank. They are paying loans. They have paid 90% of the money to the builder and they are paying to the bank now. A large percentage of them are senior citizens, retired people. Many of them don't have a home of their own. They are staying in the rented houses. And this powerful builder when the IBC, the case was to be decided and awarded to under IBC, just before that he comes to your court and gets a stay within a day in a single hearing. Now this case gets attached with another 10-15 cases. This is a case of double claim by some bank. It is 3.5 years, sir. No hearing has taken place. These poor home buyers, somehow they collect some money, arrange for an advocate, pay to the advocate, but nothing comes out. Only date after date after date after date. No justice to these home buyers. I was really anguished the day I saw a case, a pronouncement of a decision from your court where you had been very, very vocal. Your court has been very, very vocal in granting relief to the people who has grabbed the government land and made illegal houses. You have given relief to them. But what about these people who legally need these houses, who have paid for these houses, and your court has no time to hear to them? Your court is more busy in protecting the life and the rights of the criminals. I am really anguished. Your court is more busy in deciding that the criminals or unlawful people involved in unlawful activities, their houses cannot be bulldozed. You are more busy in looking at that. Your whole system is working to protect the criminals and the under trials. All the time your court is hearing only about the bail, because people know once they get a bail, they spend crores of rupees, they go scot-free. Probably by the time they die, no decision will come from your court. What is this happening, sir? Please give justice to these 480 home buyers, and I don't know how many such cases are pending in your court. In your court, right hand does not know what left hand is doing. On 23rd of July, in your court, a double claim case has been decided by some other bench. And there are 11 cases pending in this bench of the similar nature. What is this system, sir? You can blame the government for everything. You can blame the prosecution. You can blame anybody else. But these are certain things in your court. You should have some system that a stay will automatically vacate if it is more than 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. And if you don't have time, please don't admit the cases in your court. Really very sorry, sir. I'm talking in this language to you. Today morning somebody called me up, a home buyer's wife, senior citizens. Sir, please kuch kariye. I think I will die without having my own home. Some of them have already died. How many people you want them to commit suicide or die before having their dream home? If Supreme Court cannot decide on the cases, please don't admit those cases. Don't give stays on those cases. Your court has completely screwed the IBC process, which is a very good process, which has come for as a relief. So sir, my request with folded hands, if this video reaches to you, I'll be more than happy to provide all the details. We have written to you so many times, but we have been told that thousands of such applications come to you and nobody has time to read them. I have no email ID of yours where I can send all the details and I can request anything to you. When my advocate comes in front of the bench, Justice Ritikesh Rai It says that you sue the Supreme Court. This is the language and the arrogance of the people on the bench. I don't expect, with you heading the Supreme Court as the Chief Justice of India, any judge like Rishikesh Roy should speak in this language that you sue the Supreme Court. They need to be humble. They need to be concerned about the common man. Now the situation has come that we have been told that you need a face if you want your case to be heard. Where do we bring case? Hey, face, sir. We can't spend 25 lakh rupees, 20 lakh rupees per hearing. Please help this poor homebuyers. My request to you with folded hands. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.